Jim Romer. Today we're going to be talking about the different flavors, like the color of my hat, of El Nino and how the trade winds and global angular momentum can affect El Nino across the Pacific and have a big impact on agricultural commodities, as well as let's talk about winter weather and natural gas. So first of all, the trade winds normally go from east to west. They're on the top of your screen. That's usually a La Nina situation. The stronger they are, if they're kind of weak, then they're kind of a neutral situation in between El Nino and La Nina. But when the winds blow from west to east, like you see at the bottom of your screen, it brings warm air to the east and creates an El Nino, like we've had over the last few months. This is the current situation with very warm waters blowing from west to east over the last few months. Also, a negative Indian dipole, cool over Indonesia, causing more of a drought in Australia. Has not yet really affected the wheat market because of the stronger dollar and big exports. But anyway, we have something called global angular momentum. When that happens, those west to east winds begin to weaken a little bit, and that could prevent El Nino from getting really strong. You want those winds strong from west to east, and as a result, El Nino can become strong. But here's something we talk about a lot. It has to do with the rotation of the Earth and what's happening along the equator. Global angular momentum. Think of a skater, for example, on the top of your screen there. We have positive global angular momentum, GLAM, like a skater putting her hands together and spinning very, very quickly. We have those winds with positive GLAM going faster from west to east, and that strengthens El Nino. But right now we have on the bottom of your screen negative global angular momentum, which means these trade winds, or actually the winds blowing from west to east, are not going as strong and could prevent further enhancement of this El Nino situation and perhaps not allow the warming to continue to take place over the next few months. If global angular momentum on the bottom of your screen, less winds, the skater has her hands further apart, not as strong, not as much rotation. What that means is winters can be colder over the northern hemisphere. So with negative GLAM, negative global angular momentum, only a few cases out of about 20 or 25 had El Nino situations, okay? And most of those weaker ones, again, with negative GLAM that we actually have right now, had generally colder winters. One reason why earlier natural gas prices have spiked, also concerns about what's happening in Ukraine and also Israel. But you can see that we have negative GLAM on the top of your screen and also a really warm Nino 1.2, record warm ocean temperatures, and that's very, very unusual. Yeah, we had a record warm September. So if that GLAM stays negative, we're going to see colder weather into October and November, kind of a volatile winter, perhaps overall a cold winter that could cause a spike in natural gas, as well as maybe heating oil spreads later on this winter. But if the global angular momentum becomes positive, again, that black arrow continues to move warm air from west to east, El Nino could strengthen, and that's what we're going to be watching for clients. Sign up for a free issue of my El Nino report from my website here and get a free 2-week free trial period to Weather Wealth, learn how to trade commodities. So if we have positive global angular momentum, again, fast rotation, the skater to your the top there, right? Winds blowing quicker from west to east. This is what winter tends to be like. Perhaps a cold November 1st, but then a warm overall winter. There are the analog years there on the left. What does that mean? If we have a rally in natural gas over the next few weeks or so, and we do have a warm December and or January and February, it could potentially be a shorting opportunity. And the only way to find out is to subscribe to my newsletter, Weather Wealth, get a free trial period, and also download my free El Nino report about all agricultural commodities and as well as energy markets and how these different El Ninos have various flavors. Stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting next few months in many commodities right through the Northern Hemisphere winter.